I've made some cushion covers for the saloon cushions.
Oh,
They're
very
happy things.
Yeah, they're kind of cool, aren't they? They look a bit Caribbean, sort of.
yeah, psychedelic.
Yeah, that's right.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's just going to be nice colour and just
yeah, it'll put some
happy
colour.
mood.
Yeah. So I'm just in the middle of making them. That's one. I've got to just put it back over and work out where the Velcro's got to go to fasten it. So I've got 2 of those just to put on the saloon seats here.
Very nice.
Yeah, it'll just protect, and we can wash that. Be easy. I mean, we can take these off the foam, but I just thought
It's
it's
easier to,
yeah, easier to take on and off,
and
and
it's drying much faster.
it'll dry quickly, and it's just nice and bright and fresh. We need some colour, don't we?
We do.
We
I
do.
love colours.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. So I think that now you've got a bit of a flavour of us. Some of this will go in the video, some of it will be in the outtakes in the end.
A lot what?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But,
Do we want to add some specifics? Maybe like a question would be, when are we deciding to take off, or how long we'll be gone for, things like that.
go on then. When are you likely to? Are we likely to leave, Louisa?
In about 7 months' time.
I'm not counting.
Yeah. No. Who's counting? We are. So how long do you think we'll be gone for then? Once we leave.
We could be gone for 2 to 3 years, I believe. Hoping things will be running well and we'll all be still getting along with each other by then in close quarters.
Well,
I
yes.
think.
Yeah, I think yes. And hoping countries that let us in and out, and then once we get coming back round the Indian Ocean and we get to the bottom of South Africa, we could get to somewhere like Port Elizabeth. We have to make a decision at that point whether we're going to go round the Cape and turn right and head back up the North Atlantic, or go straight on and go round again.
I'm looking forward to getting to that crossroads and seeing what we do. That'll be fun.
It'll be
That's
really
gonna
cool.
be- yeah,
it
we
will
would
be.
have achieved so much by then.
I mean, I hope I'm still fit enough to keep going. Yeah, yeah. No, I hope I am. I mean, it's yeah. You always. I mean, it's fine when you're 20. You know you're invincible. But as you get a little bit older, you think you like to think you're invincible, but you just know in the back of your mind you're not. And so I'm just going to do it till I die, man.
And we put your bottom. Don't keep that on the video.
I have told. I'm going to put this on the internet. I have told the girls that if I die while we're sailing around the world, the boat is theirs. Yeah, and it's really simple. If I die on the way around, the boat's yours. You girls, carry on, enjoy.
Hope it doesn't happen. But
Yeah.
I think we'll be living a much better life if we do things we're doing
Yes.
instead of just all the time.
Yes, and of course I'm going to be living a much healthier lifestyle now because Amandine's in charge of my health.
Cooking.
She is my health and well-being person.
Oh, that might not be always good. I'm doing a lot of cakes.
Yeah, that's good. I like cakes. I mean, my current diet of steak and milk, I think I understand that's not going to be allowed quite so much.
No. Not so much.
And if I do have beef, I'm going to have to cook it.
Yeah, I won't eat it, so you can have it raw. So you can have it raw at the end.
Oh right, I can
I
still
won't
have that
it,
raw.
yeah.
Okay.
Louisa won't have it raw. Just
I mean,
seeing the face on Louisa.
I have worked on the principle that green things are not probably good for you to eat, so always eat something red, and every meal should contain something that ran, swam, flew, or crawled. But I'm
No.
rapidly being convinced otherwise now.
You can have a red pepper. That's
Yeah.
red.
Yes, but it didn't
You can
run,
it
swim,
didn't.
fly, or crawl. No.
It didn't.
Well, hey, protein. But anyway, but Amandine makes the most amazing vegetarian quiche. I could live on that. I did last week for several lunches from the leftover. Oh. Amandine sent me home last weekend with lunch for the next 3 days in quiche and an evening meal. So I had.
Louisa is jealous.
I know. I had 4 healthy meals last week. I'm glowing. Absolutely glowing.
He lost his hair.
Well, my hair fell out, but
Oh my.
no, my hair didn't fall out. You know the truth, Louisa. You know that Amandine got me drunk and then shaved it off so that she could control me. This is the Samson and Delilah story all over again. And I'm feeling quite weak now.
Oh, bless
Otherwise,
you.
me and you try and cut our hair on the way. Those will be some fun videos. Us chopping them off.
Trust me, I am an expert at cutting girls' hair. I know you're going to find that you'll think, oh yeah, right. No, but I am very good at cutting girls' hair.
But I usually go to the hairdresser like once every year or 2 years, so it's going to be fine at the end.
Yeah, but I can just do with these. I can deal with these split ends and what have you, and make it nice. Because the sun will. You need a little bit more often than that when you're in the hot sun all the time.
Mm.
Trust me, I'm an expert.
Hair expert John.
Yeah, you just come to my hair salon. If you want a haircut, you come to my hair salon. If you want food, you come to my restaurant. We have everything here. It's all here.
It's
all here in this one space. Yes, everything.
And you should have like a way to put a sticker somewhere, and you just change the sticker.
Yes.
Hair salon
or
restaurant.
haberdashers. If you want, if you want your clothes altering or clothes making. If you want any clothes making, I've made prom dresses for girlfriends when I was a teenager. Yeah, I can do all that. In the sewing machine, which we don't have on board.
No, we've got a lot of things on board, but not that.
Oh, it'd be really useful to have a sewing machine on board.
Louisa, we're going to have one on board soon.
Well, no, the thing is, if you're going to have a sewing machine on board, it has to be a heavy-duty one that can sew sails. If it's not, then it's a waste of space. So it's either got to be a heavy-duty one or not at all. We'll see how we get on. I'm not sure we're going to be able to cope with it. We've got to watch the weight.
Yes.
I mean, I keep telling myself, oh, we've saved lots of weight because we're putting in lightweight batteries and things, but it's, that's not the. Yeah, we are adding a bit of weight as we watch the waterline disappear downwards, and I mean, I used to be able to only just reach the water, and now I can put my arm in up to here. It's
just going down and down and down.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. But a sewing machine would be nice to carry on board, and of course that's the nice thing about sewing is a huge amount of people on the way around can't do that sort of stuff. So you can do repairs for them.
Yeah.
And we can actually, cool.
Sell quiches and
yeah, we can
we
sell quiches and repair sails and upholstery and things like that, and dodgers and So I think that'd be pretty cool. So we're going to talk about the route. The problem with talking about, I mean, it's a question we get asked a lot. What is your route going to be? And it's a really one I don't particularly enjoy answering, because I don't want to feel that commitment. But loosely, we want to head down the west coast of Africa. We want to be in the Cape Verdes by November. We want to cross the Atlantic to the Western Caribbean. We want to visit some of the Caribbean islands. We want to visit some places in South America. And, we want to visit some places in South America and wander our way down to Panama, where we'd like to go through the Panama Canal into the Pacific. And then we'd like to keep quite a bit south to start with, so Easter Island, and then work our way west. This part of the Pacific has a huge amount of groups of islands and atolls, and I mean, there is so many places to visit and see, so we're going to spend some time in the Pacific and work our way gradually north through these groups of islands. I mean, it could. The problem is that there are various seasons. I mean, you don't want to be in the Caribbean for hurricane season, and you don't want to be in various places in the Pacific for the typhoon season. So it could be that we get into the Pacific and we visit a load of places. The typhoon season is upon us, so we need to go and hunker down somewhere, and then pull out once the typhoon risk of typhoon has gone, And it may be that there are more islands we want to spend. We want to spend another season in the Pacific before we go into the South China Sea or somewhere. So it's really hard to say.
Yeah, because just have a look on the map
Yeah.
and look at all of these islands in the Pacific. That's just amazing. It's crazy how many islands you've got.
Well, it is, and particularly if you go to Google Maps and go to the Pacific, particularly the western side of the Pacific, if you then start zooming in, what was just plain blue, now suddenly there are islands popping up, and great groups of them. So I would rather not make a commitment to being here, or here at a time or a date. And I consider that we're all going to sit around in the saloon here, talking about it and discussing when we want to move on and where we want to move to.
Yes, yeah.
And it may be that we trot through the Pacific and into, you know, the Sumatran Sea or whatever it's called, and the South China Sea and Indonesia and Malaysia, and we just skip right through. You know, it could be, but I think there's going to be so much interesting to see in all these places. So, you know, it could be a 4-year trip. You know, it could be anything. I mean, who knows? And I think we all need to discuss it as we go. But that the route is to keep sailing west, basically.
That's the route, yeah. And then you've got the project.
And then we got the project.
Which is, yeah.
So Ocean Ops have said they would like to partner with us, and would like us to send ocean data back to them. So the idea is that we would send on a daily basis ocean data back to Ocean Ops in France. And we're quite excited about that opportunity, and looking forward to it. It fits in very well with what we want to do, and fits in very well with our feelings about the planet and the way people treat it and that sort of thing too. So I mean, we are a sailing boat, and we do have a diesel engine, but we use it very little. And I mean, as soon as the technology allows, I would love to take the diesel engine out and put an electric one in. I know 1 or 2 people have done it already. The big issue for me is that at the moment, with the current battery technology, if we motor for a period of time, then we could motor for an hour and a half or a couple of hours of motoring, but then the amount of time it takes to put that power back into our batteries is huge. I mean, on a slightly bigger boat where you've got room for more solar, it may be that that we could get it back a bit quicker, but we don't have a lot of room for massive solar. I mean, we've got quite a bit.
But we do have 2.
I know, but at the moment we could spend the next 3 days topping our batteries back up from 2 hours of motoring.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
And that's the big problem. I think things are going to change, and as they do, we are dead keen to get rid of our diesel engine and put this in. And it's not complicated to fit. So we have the space to fit it, so it'll be fine. But we run pretty green. I mean, the diesel engine, we only carry, on the boat, we only carry 35 litres of diesel, that's it. Now, most of these cruising boats, they carry 350 litres of diesel. Yeah. And so the Ocean Ops fits in with us really well.
And a bit of science during the trip is good for me as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes.
It's like something I know and I can help with. Louisa is doing the filming, you're doing the sailing, and I'm doing the science bit. I like that. Yeah.
There is unfortunately the thing that you have missed is of course, I mean, I'm quite happy doing the sailing.
No,
but you are going to have to join in a bit.
No, but I meant you're going to do some science as well and some filming as well. But you're going to be the master of it. And if we've got a question, it's John.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think by the end of this trip, we'll all be very rounded in new skills and new qualities, which will be exciting.
You're so sensible, Louisa. Somebody has to be, and I'm glad it's you. Because it never was going to be me.
Me neither.
But you're exactly right. We are going to be, yes, very, as you quite rightly say, very well rounded in everybody else's skills. I think we will be. And that's going to be another facet to the trip and part of the enjoyment.
Learning.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's hugely exciting.
And also a big part of the trip is going to be meeting with local people
Ah, so
when
looking
we're going
forward
to
to it.
arrive there.
Yeah.
Doing maybe a bit of volunteering
Yep.
when we arrive, if there is some needs.
We'll go for it.
Yes.
I mean, we're taking fishing hooks and fishing line and t-shirts and things like that with us to give to people on the way around. So I think fishing line and hooks are going to be really good for the subsistence fishermen. And we need to eat lots of fish ourselves. So I've put the fishing rods above our heads here. I don't know if you can see them in this shot, but we've got 2 Penn fishing rods right above our heads, and a spear gun.
Louisa's spear gun.
Well, yeah, there is a small hitch with that.
It's bigger than her.
At the moment, the spear gun we have is taller than Louisa. It's longer than Louisa is tall, by some margin. And she's slightly nervous about wielding it underwater, and I don't blame her. I mean, it's like taking a cannon, I expect, for her under the water. So I'm trying to find her a smaller one. At the moment, one will pop up, I'm sure. We'd like to say, well, from Louisa.
Goodbye. It was very nice for the introductions.
Bye bye everyone, and just put your question in the comments and we'll answer them.
Yes, I'll concur with that. Absolutely. Whatever questions you got, put them down below, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.